The conflict flared up when the Barrio Logan company moved their oil processing operation into a building near Sicard Street. Turning used cooking oil into biodiesel fuel is a smelly business, and neighbors began complaining to local air quality regulators. Citations were issued, and the company sealed up the building and installed a charcoal-activated air filter system. Last December, New Leaf's Chris White showed off the expensive new system to regulators a day after it was installed.
So this is just exactly as it looked yesterday afternoon, with everything connected and in its proper place. You'll notice that this at the top, there's another ring on the carbon vessels, which is the increase in volume. And I've just put that white arrow there so it gives a bit of an idea of scale. Those carbon vessels are 11 feet tall.
The vents, fans, and 11-foot-tall carbon filters worked as advertised. The overwhelmingly pungent smells were largely eliminated, but the business still creates an odor. Neighborhood advocates say it's the wrong kind of business for this area.
A heavy industrial biodiesel plant in the middle of a residential neighborhood, right? We have single-family homes right behind me here, an affordable senior housing complex to my right, and a preschool right around the corner.
But company officials say they only located their business there because of state and city incentives designed to revitalize the enterprise zone in the Barrio Logan census tract. Company founder Jennifer Case said in a statement that the firms got along with neighbors and won awards from local officials. The statement said to make a positive impact in the world by displacing petroleum diesel with biodiesel made from recycled cooking oil. The fuel made at New Leaf's facilities is the lowest carbon diesel alternative fuel in the state, 85% better than petroleum. But Case concedes the expansion caused odor issues. The filters helped, but the company suggested building a pipeline under Sicard Street so oil wouldn't have to be moved on trucks. That plan was shelved after the community complained, complaints that Case heard directly at a public meeting in August.
For many, many years, for decades, industry has operated in Barrio Logan in a way that's dismissive of community concerns or their quality of life. To be there, to hear and take that input from residents, even if it was uncomfortable, I'm sure it was, for her to hear, and then internalize that and take an action in withdrawing the permit, that's a big step. And it's a step, again, towards the healing of the neighborhood.
New Leaf officials insist they've been good neighbors and were responsive once concerns were raised about the odors. Case's statement says the company only has positive intent for the neighborhood. Quote, "In the meantime, we must also consider our thousands of restaurant customers, our ultra-low-carbon biodiesel users, and our dedicated team of over 50 employees," unquote. The company is asking air quality officials and the Environmental Health Coalition to give them some time to make improvements while they find a new place to process cooking oil. Maria Fernanda Corral has lived in a senior apartment complex across the street from the plant for 8 years. She says the last 3 years have been horrible, and she wants the plant to move.
We know for sure we do not have the 10 years they're asking for, and most of us, we don't. So it's a matter, for us, it's a matter of business, money, and probably greed.
Corral says she and her husband locked themselves in their apartment during the pandemic in an effort to escape the smell. She says the filters do help.
It did get better. You know, we have days that we can leave the windows open. My door is always open when we do have a good day. But then it always comes back, specifically evenings and weekends.
Corral and others in the Barrio Senior Villas apartment complex are suing New Leaf Biofuels. They're asking the courts to award monetary damages and to keep the plant from expanding further. Erik Anderson, KPBS News.